Okay, back with you on the Bronx Buzz. I am very excited about this segment. It's from a company called Tito, Tito, but a couple of guys who've been on our program before. My buddy Victor Chu, nice to have you with us, Victor.
Yeah,
Okay,
Victor.
there you go. How are you? And
Good.
Chris Grant is with us. Also, Chris, nice to have you with us.
Pleasure to be here. Pleasure to be here.
Victor, let's talk about Tito in general. And I'm going to tell you folks this: you're going to see an amazing video, and you're going to really appreciate what they're doing, what Bronx guys are doing. So tell me, Victor, go ahead.
Gary, thanks for having us on the show. So, Tito is the name of my company, and it's the name of an app. And the app lets you find out about interesting things happening around you. That could be, free pizza on the concourse. It could be, free museum nights. It could be sighting of beautiful, sunset in over the Bronx.
Mhm.
So we wanted a way to kind of promote the app and you know get people to download our app. So
You
we
created this video, is what we're going to
yes.
look at. Chris, is there a difference between what you do versus what Victor does? I mean, I know Victor for many years as a photographer, and so his vision of how to create things visually. Are you on that same page, or do you provide another aspect of what you guys are working on?
I like to look at our relationship as like Aladdin and the genie, right? Like Victor is Aladdin, he has the vision, I'm the genie, I'm supposed to help bring it to life, you know what I mean? So, in that aspect, we're on the same exact page and we both want to see something come to life. It's my job to bring it out and animate it to his liking.
All right, so let's just stay with you for a second. When the idea of this app came about, now, first of all, how long ago was it? And then what was your vision that you tried to do and I think ultimately succeeded in?
Well, to be honest, the last time I did something with Vic was a few months ago. He hadn't mentioned anything about working on the app. And then he sent me a message and says, hey, I just did this app and I want you to come and help promo it. And so, he sent me the materials and I thought it was the greatest thing because it was like, I was like, this is hot, especially in quarantine time, right? Like everybody's stuck in the house trying to find something to do, and it's the hardest thing to do, which is find something to do. So most people either just sit in the house, invite people over, they get COVID all up in their living room and whatnot,
Let's hope not.
right? But this app, it helps you figure out what you can do outside, which is also safe that other people are doing, or not
And
safe.
and the fact is, everybody's got one of these, and this kind of makes it convenient. Victor, let's introduce this video. As you know, you sent it to me, and I was like, "Wait a minute, we got to put this on TV." Let's not give away the way what it turns out. But is there anything you want to say to introduce it, or we'll just let it roll?
I think let's just let it roll.
All right. So, does it have a title?
Uh, it's called. We changed the title a couple times, and right now, right now on YouTube, it's called "Man Accuses New Yorkers of Infidelity."
Man accuses New Yorkers of infidelity. It's not what you think it is. From Tito, let's take a look.
I heard you did it with Tito. You was doing it with Tito, wasn't you? I'm swiping through Tito, and I don't see you on here. Where are? I'm trying to figure out.
We're not on there. We got boyfriends.
What you see? That's what I'm saying. You need a Tito in your life. Can I put you on with Tito? I heard you was with him. Did you do it with Tito, baby? Hey, miss. I heard you did it with Tito's.
Tito?
Yeah, Tito.
Who's Tito?
You know who I'm talking about. Tito.
Big Tito or little Tito?
Big Tito. Did Tito send you all out here?
Really? What kind of dog is Tito?
All right, so let me introduce you to something. So Tito is an app that allows you to figure out what's going on in the city. Once you open up the app, it gives you this map, right? And on this map, there are a bunch of pins. These pins are notable places where events are taking place. But if you look here, it even has a feed, much like Instagram, where you can scroll through and see what's popping off. Look, take a shorty to see live bossa nova music. Chicks don't be knowing about bossa nova. If you pull up on some bossa nova, then you on a whole nother echelon. Echelon, use that word, bro. Now, what do you think happens if you click on a red icon?
Oh, the vessel's closed.
You can't go to the vessel. Everybody like going to the Hudson Yards.
I'm glad you told me because I was actually planning to go see the vessel.
I'm glad you're not going.
Thank you.
What's that say?
closure of 181st Street State.
So it's a hazard mark.
Ah,
I
If you wanted to catch a train,
that rules.
That's amazing. You're pretty good with that.
Very good. I like it.
you like that? That's good,
Thank you
right?
for putting it on.
Ain't no thing,
Very
man.
good. And I can find this for free in the App Store?
Free on the App Store, no charge, 5 stars. Go check it out.
Available today?
Available yesterday.
Very nice. Thank you.
Make sure you type TITO, not Toto, because if you do Toto, then, you know, then it's going to give you something different. You don't want that.
Well, there you go. What is Tito? Now we know a lot more about it. So a lot of people say, well, maybe I'll create an app. Victor, what's the challenge to doing this? When I think about what you're doing, you've got to take in like a lot of information, right?
Right. Like a lot of people have ideas, they have different app ideas. We actually had a lot of ideas. Me and my co-founder Platone, we were discussing ideas for over 2 years, and once you start actually writing it down and making a business plan and doing all that marketing plan, I think probably the most difficult part was actually building it. We had a developer in South America, and just kind of translating our vision into like a kind of almost like a physical product was a lot of challenge. And there was things would break here, we fix it, and something else would break over there, we have to fix it. And so it was just...
I just want to get back to the information thing. There's just a lot of information. How do you get that? Like, does it just come in? Do you seek it out? Do you sit there all day saying, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Do you tap into websites, or is this a company secret and you're not allowed to say?
No, I can tell you the secret. We could be transparent. We have a director of product who works with different partners, not really partners, but works. He scours the internet for different events, different interesting things to do. So yeah, it's a pretty like time-consuming process as well.
Wow. Let's talk to the genie and find out what was the vision that that Victor asked you to create, and then what was your challenge in creating that vision?
So our intent was to go with some good old-fashioned clickbait. You know what I mean?
That's what that video is. Yeah, for sure.
We was straight up, hey, I heard you did it with Tito, right? And that's cool, right? The vision was
terrible.
Approach people in the freezing cold in New York and aggressively accuse them of that they have no idea about, right? And in theory, it sounds great. Sounds like a great prank. Sounds like a great video, great for YouTube, right? But in practice, that's the fastest way to get stabbed, okay? So that was difficult. That was difficult.
I was wondering about that. There is a security issue in there.
Yeah,
you start walking around accusing women of, did you do it with Tito? Come on.
Right. And the crazy thing was, it's New York City, so you walk up on random women screaming, I heard you did it with Tito. They kind of just ignore you and keep walking like, man, I can't even get a reaction out of these people. They're so insensitive.
Well, let me tell you something. That's a better reaction than another reaction that you might have got. So you probably were better off. But what you did there, and what is really, I thought, brilliant about it, is you branded the name. I mean, if 1 million people see that, everybody who watches it will say, oh, now I know what Tito is. So congratulations.
Yeah. Vic was adamant on making sure that I mentioned Tito before I spoke to anybody. Excuse me, have you seen Tito around? And it's just like, what is this damn Tito? And you get people walking. I heard he say something about Tito. Last time I heard, the Jacksons ain't had a hit since '89. But
yeah, right. That's right. Somebody did say that. Did you? Were you the guy?
Well, no. No. That's the thing. Tito was the app, right? But we had one girl that said Big Tito.
No, wait. Were you the guy who walked around? That's what I meant.
Oh no, yeah, that was me. I was the genie.
Oh, that was you.
Yeah, I was the guy who harassed.
Yeah, we only had
these random people, these random women.
Pretty good. Victor, so let's get to how do people get to Tito? How do they find out about it? How do they learn more about it? How do they use it? Give us the whole spiel.
Sure. Yeah. And I do want to emphasize, I might have forgotten that Tito also shows you kind of things, ephemeral things that people see and people take photos of. So if you see something interesting, you can use the Tito app, take a photo, upload it to Tito, and people around you will be notified if it's truly interesting. So so it's
Oh.
also like a user generated content as well.
So,
there's
and
two
you know, a lot
parts.
of people, they put it on Instagram or they put it on Facebook. Here you could do it and it blasts it out to a whole new audience. And I hate to put it, it's very New York. It's like, this really is New York, the Bronx, of course, right?
Right.
It's like when you go to
Very
New
happy.
Jersey, but you really wish you could watch New York One News and get the weather on the ones, right? But the beautiful thing about this, the best thing about this that I can say that
I
I've
got about 30 seconds, so go ahead.
you can post something that's super interesting, and if a news outlet wants to use it, they can purchase it from you.
Right.
I thought that was the kicker.
Because a lot of people, you know, they get a video of something and they think it might be newsworthy, and then of course it gets stolen or whatever. Here, there's a way, a process to do it. All right, what do people do? They go to Tito in the App Store and pop it out.
Yeah, you can search for Tito on the App Store, in the Apple App Store. If you're on Android, you can go to our website, titoapp.org, and sign up for the wait list
And do it for the wait list when you get it on the Android.
on Android. Yes.
Got it. Listen, you guys are great. You know, you're always welcome back because you're always inventing stuff or creating films or whatever it is. And we love having you, my buddy Victor Chu, Chris Grant. You guys are absolutely the best. This is what we need in the Bronx: energy, thinking, creativity. That's who we are. So thank you both for joining us.
Thank you so much, Gary.
Appreciate you all.
Hey, also thanks and congratulations to Jean Marie Everly from City Limits. And that's it. We'll see you next week. We've got a lot going on. This week on Bronx Talk, we're going to be talking to the new Bronx Assembly members. So that'll be what we do beginning Monday night. See ya. Good night.